what's happening down there now, Megan.
Well, don't say they've given up. My father has not given up. He's going to get them out of there.
Well, Clint's not giving up on him either, Megan.
I'm sorry. It's just that we were so close, and it's very frustrating. We'll hang in there, and we'll get them out. We'll get... Now what? Pa, tell me it's good news.
Well, we're sure we're drilling over the city. The geology expert says that. That's the good news. The bad news, we've hit some rock and the drills can't penetrate. Barney wants to blast the rocks with dynamite.
Is he out of his Mesopotamian mind? Pa, come on, you... That's just like putting a bomb on a roof of landfare. The whole city can collapse.
I didn't say there was no risk, Clint, but we can't get through the rock any other way. We're at the end of the line. There's a good chance the blast may not cause any damage, and the people will be out there in a few hours.
There's also a good chance of destroying the city and everybody in it.
Searching for the river. Or if he's found it, what then? Has he found his way to freedom or else?
Look, Roger has been on all sorts of wilderness expeditions. He knows his way around.
Tina, this is a river in the heart of a mountain. A river that could lead nowhere.
But you're not going to do him any good by waiting up for him all night.
I'm not leaving here until Roger comes back.
Oh, my God.
I understand that you and Roger have become good friends.
He's more than that, Tina.
I know you share a history and you even share a daughter, but Vicky, your first loyalty should be to Clint and to the family.
You certainly don't need to remind me of that. I love my life with Clint, but why should that stop me from wanting to be friends with Roger, from wanting to get to know our daughter? You think I'm being selfish, don't you?
Look, I'm the last person in the world who could accuse anyone else of being selfish. But I've had to learn the hard way. You can't have it all.
I was probably the one in your life who told you that. Tina, what if I was wrong? What if we can have it all? What if we're entitled to have it all? Past, present, and future.
Well, believe me, if you find that secret, tell me about it.
Oh, God. Oh, I wish I could. You know, Father cheated me out of so much. Not just the knowledge of myself when I was 17, but the young man that I loved, the child that we had together. And I would hate it if Victor Lord had the final victory. And that's why Roger has to survive.
Vicky, he will. Look, Victor did some terrible things to you and to me. To everybody. I mean, look at this whole place. This all was his brainchild, right? Including the tragedy that it all caused.
Yes, well, I've told you before, he may have ruled like a king. He was hardly a prince among men.
Wanted him to be one. You know, I wanted him to be like some fairy tale prince. And you and I would be his two little fairy tale princesses. exactly how I always pictured it. I never pictured it like this.
It's much better to face the truth about father, as painful as it may be. Tina,
I'm so afraid for Roger. I don't want to talk anymore.
Years of century. Well, your duties are over, old soldier. He's obviously an officer. Poor man. Good Lord. To Dad, with love. Roger. The last birthday gift I gave you before we came to Eterna. Mommy and I spent one whole Saturday searching for the perfect gift for you. Well, this is the mausoleum you built for our family. I remember now. You brought me here after it was completed. Crypts for the King of Eterna, for his wife, for his son. A throne to symbolize your eternal reign. You planned a whole week of official mourning. You would lie in state. You'd have an elaborate burial ceremony. But they turned against you, didn't they? When they realized Eterna was doomed, they also realized that their benevolent ruler wasn't all he portrayed himself to be. You made your way down here to wait for death. You hid yourself from the angry citizens who wanted to kill you. It's quite an embarrassment for a king to die at the hands of his subjects. You know, a king rules by divine right. You were just an ordinary man who ruled by deceit and intimidation. And that's how you died. Deceiving yourself to the end.
What are you doing here?
I saw the light. I was passing by. What are you doing here?
Looking for something to reinforce the raft with. What are you hiding, Gabrielle?
Nothing. Why don't you go back to work? I'm going to make the coffee since none of us are going to sleep tonight.
No, coffee's not what's on your mind, is it? Gold is.
Don't be silly. I found this in the library.
I can see right through you, Gabrielle. You've lost your touch.
Oh? Well, ever since you found everlasting love with Alicia, you've been criticizing every move I make, and I'm sick of it, so why don't you just go to hell, Mike?
I'm in hell. We all are. But most of us are trying to do something to get out.
Don't you start with me. I spent hours with Tina on that bloody raft, and I've been with everybody helping to get out of here.
And why aren't you helping us now? You don't need a gas mask unless you're planning on stealing some gold. That's what you're up to, isn't it? You won't really give up on it, will you?
It's there for the taking, and I'm gonna take my share. And I'm gonna find a way out just like Roger did, and no one's gonna stop me.
Sammi fell right asleep.
Well, it's no wonder she's not used to being up this late.
She often stays up this late when she doesn't have to go to school the next day.
Yeah, but not at nightclubs.
Rafe, I said I was sorry for what happened. I'm sorry that Sammi had to see that. But she's dealing with it just fine, which is more than I can say for you.
Do you have any idea what you exposed our daughter to?
I am just as upset about it as you are. It happened to me. But you're acting as if she just witnessed a murder.
Seeing her mother being pawed by a drunk is not healthy for a kid of any age. She had no business being in that place in the first place.
I had 2 shows to do tonight. I couldn't find a sitter. I took her with me. I didn't know what else to do. I said I was sorry for the whole mess, okay? We could turn this into a big lesson. Hey, people shouldn't drink so much, or maybe some people aren't nice to other people.
She's gonna freak out every time you leave the house, wondering if some creep is gonna hurt you. I had no idea Rob was catering to that kind of clientele. The whole atmosphere is not fit for my daughter or my wife.
It's a nightclub. It's not an ice cream parlor. People drink, and sometimes they drink too much. I'm sure that Rob will make sure that I'm protected from creeps like that from now on.
Well, there's one way to make sure. You call him tomorrow and tell him you quit. Give him 2 weeks if you have to, but you tell him you're bailing out of your contract. Hello. Yeah, Herb. Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm not asleep. Yeah, did you have a chance to listen to the Victor Lord tape? Yeah, so what do you think? Do you think we can nail Michael Grand on that?
Leo's greed cost him his life, Gabrielle. Is that what you want? What about your son? Don't you want him to have a mother to raise him?
Of course I do. That's why I want to get out of here now.
We agreed that no one goes into the cavern until Roger comes back.
If he ever returns, he's been gone for hours. Something could have happened to him.
He will find the river and he will come back.
Yeah? When? When it's too late, when we're all buried alive, this place is crumbling around us.
We still have time.
Time? Michael, we have a choice between life or certain death. Please, choose life with me. Take your portion of the gold and help me find a way out.
I am not going to desert the others.
We don't have to desert them. Don't you see, when we get to the surface, we'll send a rescue team down for them. We are their only chance.
We can't touch the gold, Gabrielle.
I've solved their problem. This is the gas mask, and I know where the rest of them are hidden. We take what we need, and then the rest of them, they'll have them protection against the fumes.
It is not just the fumes. If anybody removes any gold, it could accelerate the destruct mechanism.
You don't know that will happen.
Haven't you learned anything from this nightmare? The only thing that mattered here in Eterna was protecting the gold. Now, if you want to forfeit your own life, that's one thing, but you are not going to jeopardize anybody else's.
Whoever wants to come with me is very welcome. But they have to do it now, because I'm going to get that gold and I am going to leave.
Contact again?
No, honey, I haven't. I got an idea, though. I'm going to try to attach these 3 wires from the control panel over there to the transmitter. Maybe we'll get enough juice to send out another signal. Roger back yet?
No, and Vicky is just waiting up for him. I told her she should try to get some sleep, but she won't do it. She won't leave until he comes back.
Listen, honey, will you do me a favor? Will you come over here? Will you hold these 3 wires so I don't pull them out the back of the transmitter?
Sure. Okay. Honey, I am so worried about Vicky's feelings about Roger.
Why? What about it?
Well, I mean, she loves Clint and everything, and they have this wonderful marriage, and they're very happy together, and I know she loves her life with him and everything, but now there's Roger, and then she's going to have to deal with Megan, which is hard enough. And I shouldn't say that. I mean, I said I'd give her a chance and everything. It's just that it's all so complicated, and I don't know how it's going to work out.
Yeah, it'll be fine, honey. Look, I just got one more here.
I don't know, honey. I mean, now she's going to have these 2 men that are in love with her, and that's going to be awfully hard. I mean, it would be hard even for me, and are you listening?
Yeah, honey, I am. I'm sorry. It's just real hard to try to fix this radio and talk to you at the same time.
Of course, I'm sorry. It's much more important to get a hold of Clint.
Okay, I think that should do it. Let's give it a try.
Hello, Clint. Are you there? Do you read me? Over. Clint, I know you're up there. Will you listen? Please, are you there? Over.
It's not working, is it?
Honey, we got to get through to them. We got to tell them to stop digging or doing whatever they are doing up there, because if they don't, they're going to bring this whole damn mountain right down on our heads. Hello, Clint. Are you there? Over.
Put the explosives there. Come through the ceiling, shake this wall here, dig a shaft into the tunnel, and bingo, we are in Eterna.
Pa, this is not drawn to scale. If it had been, Michael would have found the entrance years ago. Now, we're shooting in the dark here, and if we're wrong, we are damn wrong.
We are right.
We don't have any guarantee of that. I think we should wait a few hours.
What, and let them die down there because we're afraid to take a risk? We've been here for days, Clint, and Asa is right. We're at the end of the line here. I want my father out of that mountain. If it means blasting through a rock, well, then we should blast through the rock. I know he would agree with me if he were here right now.
I'm just as anxious to see my wife and son as you are to see your father. But we can't go making decisions that are based on guesswork and emotions, not when it could kill everybody that's trapped down there.
Your crew foreman and geologist are the one who proposed the blast, not me. And I base my decision on their information, not on my emotions, and I really resent you implying such.
Well, you don't know a damn thing about this mountain except the fact that your father happens to be trapped in it.
All right. Let's just calm down. Let's take a look at the facts, okay? Barney and Malcolm are the experts. They think we ought to give this a try. Now, we're not going to blow this whole mountain apart. We just want to use a strong enough charge to cut through the rock.
We have to make a decision, Clint. Either we go in or we stay out here waiting for a miracle. What do we do?
I say we set the dynamite.
Well, I'm with Ace and Megan.
Clint?
All right, do what you have to do.
It's the right solution, son, believe me.
I think that we should talk to your father, Bill.
About what?
About using the dynamite. I don't think it's such a great idea.
Megan, wait a minute. Now, you were pushing for that pretty strongly a while ago.
I know, but suppose that I am wrong. Suppose the explosion kills all of them, and they're buried down there in that city forever. I had no right to come down on Clint so hard, and to be so sure about something I know nothing about.
You based your decision on an expert's advice.
No, I based it on purely emotional reaction. It's so typical of me. I was so afraid that I was never going to see my father again that I was willing to try anything. And I convinced you of it, and you convinced Clint of it, and now... Damn, I don't know.
Megan, everything that's happening up here has everybody in a tailspin. Now we're all tired, we're frustrated, we're upset, and we're all scared to death. Nobody's really thinking that clearly. But you have to take it easy on yourself, okay?
Grace under pressure. That's always something my mother and my father taught us. My father would be so disappointed to see how I failed him.
No, your father would be very proud at the way you're handling all this.
Yeah, if he lives.
He will live. Now, maybe you are working on emotion right now. Ace is not, I'm not, our experts aren't. Megan, that blast is going to work. You're going to be hugging your father in a couple hours from now.
Hello, Megan.
Yeah.
Explosive in place.
Quiet. Clear the blast area right away. Clear it.
Area clear! Area clear! Area clear! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! I don't want to hurt you, but I have to protect the others. And obviously, I have to protect you from yourself. I want to promise that you will forget about the gold.
I won't touch the gold.
A promise.
You'll do something for me in return?
What?
Make love to me, Michael. If I can't have the gold, can't I have you just for a short time?
Listen, honey.
There's nothing we can do, Michael. Don't you see it's out of our control? The only thing that matters is you and me right now.
No.
Yes, I know that you won't really.
No!
Get out of here! I don't want anything from you. Go and preach your love and kindness and sympathy with everyone else, you hypocrite.
Come on, inspect the damage with me.
Inspect it yourself.
All right. But you better be here when I get back. Because if you try and leave and steal any of that gold, I will find you, and I will do whatever it takes to stop you.
Let us get out of here.
Oh, wait. It looks like it stopped for now.
Yeah, maybe for now, but not for long. Look, what kind of man was this Stanton Gordon? Why didn't he use some of his imagination to do some good instead of trying to figure out how to blow this place up bit by bit?
I mean, that's all the man really cared about.
What are you doing? Don't go over there.
Honey, I gotta get a message up to Clint up on the top side. I gotta fix the radio.
Well, forget about the radio.
Honey, I can't. I gotta call Clint. I gotta tell him to stop digging up there. Otherwise, he's gonna bring the whole mountain down on us.
Honey, you can't touch that. You could be electrocuted.
Honey, I don't think any current went through these wires. I think it was some kind of a security thing that went out here.
Oh, my God, no. What's that?
Honey, that's it. That's coming from the surface. That's Clint.
We gotta get out of here.
No, honey, no!
not ours, Roger. You told me. It's a loan. We have to make the most of it by living honest, good lives. I'm going to mark my time on Earth with this precious gift, and I'm going to pass it along to you, and you can pass it along to your children as a reminder of the love and ideals that we shared.
It took a year to build, but it would last forever.
What is it?
It's our burial place. Yours, mine, and your mother's. Not that we'll need it anytime soon, but in a few years, when our time has come.
Not me. I'm not gonna die here.
This is your home now, Roger. This is your future.
Oh, Dad, we can find an escape route. I'm sure of it.
It's too late. Our fate has been sealed.
Oh. I don't accept that, and you can't either.
It's our destiny, son. The mantle of responsibility was placed upon me, and I accepted it gratefully. You must prepare yourself for the time when I will hand that mantle over to you, and the day when you will hand it over to your own son.
You're not a king, Dad. And I'm not staying here forever. Dad, I know we can reach the surface. We can reach our freedom.
Eterna is our freedom. We don't have to answer to anyone but ourselves. We make the laws. Everyone else obeys. We have a glorious future here.
It's a future built on deceit and dishonesty. There was no accident. Albert Garrett didn't make a mistake when he built this place. You had all the exits sealed. We're all trapped down here so you can hold on to your power.
Who's spreading these rumors? Tell me, I'll have them punished.
They're not rumors, it's the truth. You caused the rebellion. You are responsible for the deaths of those innocent people.
Those people were killed because of their own selfishness.
No, those people were killed because of your selfishness. You want to be some supreme ruler of Eterna. Well, you can't. You can't reign forever, Dad. I'm gonna find a way out of here. And I swear when I do, I'm gonna bring back the police,
Roger!
the Marines.
Don't you understand? This is all for you.
No, it's not. This is for you. Do you realize what you've done to Mom? She doesn't want a king. She wants a loving husband. She wants the man that she married. And on all those plans to save the world or just make it a better place.
Eterna is our kingdom. Yours, mine, your mother's.
I don't want any part of it. And I don't want any part of you.
No one is going to take my throne away from me until I'm ready to relinquish it. No one is going to leave this city. Especially not my son. If you try to escape, I'll have you killed.
There's no air. Gotta get out of here.
I found my way out before. I'll find it again. You won't win. I refuse to die down here with you.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I'll try and reach you before I go up to the mountain. If I miss you, I'll call you from up there. Right. Good night.
Why don't you tell Herb that you were busy?
Because he's had a long day and he wants to hit the sack.
Yeah, well, so do I.
And why don't you?
Rafe, you just ordered me to quit my job, to give up my career. What do you expect me to just go to bed, say, oh, fine, honey, no problem? I bet you just wanted to cozy right in, put your arm around me, and pretend nothing had happened, huh? Well, you could just forget it.
Delilah, keep your voice down.
You give up your career. Let me order you to do that, and you see how quietly you take it.
I'm sorry. I had no right ordering you to do anything. I'm dead tired. My nerves are shot from all the overtime. I should have been cooler about the situation. I wasn't. I saw the drunk giving you a hard time. I saw Sammi watching it. I just lost it. I'm sorry. I'll sleep out here on the couch if that's what you want.
I want you to sleep in bed with me where you belong. We're partners, remember? Honey, I love you. I want us us to continue to be partners in everything.
Yeah, me too. So let's cool down and look at the facts here. Now, honey, you're running yourself ragged, trying to build a career, run the house, take care of Sammi. Delilah, it's too much.
I know, but you could help out. You promised me that you'd help out when I decided to sing at Tempest. Then I wouldn't have to run myself ragged.
Honey, I don't have enough hours in the day to do my business work, much less help around here. Between the dig up on Llantano Mountain and then the fraternity row case and the other 10 or 12 cases that I'm supervising, I'm lucky if I get a couple hours of sleep a night.
That's not fair. Why do I have to give up my career because you choose to be overworked?
Well, what would you like me to do? Quit and become a full-time housekeeper?
I didn't say that. You have people that can cover for you, that can give you an hour or two here and there.
Being captain of detectives is like being a doctor on call. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I know you have responsibilities to your job. I know that. But you also have responsibilities to me, to your marriage, and to your daughter. All I'm asking for, honey, is just a little bit of time in your schedule for her.
I don't believe this. You know, I'm putting my neck on the line every day trying to save lives, and you're asking me to pull back so you can have time to look sexy and make some drunken slob come on to you?
Right.
Tell me what's going on. Was the blast successful?
We got through the rock, which is what we set out to do.
Well, did the blast ruin the city? Was it okay? Damage it?
We don't know, Megan. We know that we didn't cause a cave-in, but what we don't know is the seismic activity that the explosion might have caused. There's no way to tell.
What, did you hear about some bad news? Is there some damage?
Malcolm said that the blast created some ripples, but he doesn't think anything really happened.
But you don't know. You can't be for sure.
We know this, Megan. We got through the rock. We can reactivate the phone, and let's hope it works.
Well, just keep positive thoughts, and keeping your fingers crossed might not hurt anything either.
Temperature's dropping out here. It's supposed to be 0 by midnight. Listen, you want me to get you some hot coffee and a blanket?
No, I'm not cold.
Yeah, Megan, you're shivering.
No, I just had this most terrifying sensation, Bo. It was a feeling like I've never had before.
Well, it's late, and you're exhausted, so...
No, it's fear. It just hit me like a bolt of lightning. I know what it is. It's my father. He's in some sort of terrible trouble. And I know that I am not imagining it. I know that it's true. I know that he needs help, and there's nothing that I can do about it. There's nothing that any of us can do about it.
Victoria. Victoria.
You'll never guess how I feel.
Happy?
Happy and safe. As if no one could ever harm us.
No one can. No one ever will.
Don't tell me.
Father, is this the young man who collects for the paper drive?
Paper drive. Victoria, if this is some kind of a joke.
No, the young man is new to Landview, my darling. His name is Rogers, Gerald Rogers.
Ah, it's nice to meet you, Gerald, but what made you think we knew each other?
Well, Gerald's heard me boast and brag about seeing you. He probably felt he knew you the minute he walked into the room. Isn't that true, my boy? Gerald's applying for a research grant for my foundation.
Research?
Aren't you a little young to be doing that?
No, he's quite a prodigy. I'm seriously considering his proposal. As soon as we reach a basic understanding.
Oh, so that's the reason for the raised voices. You'll have to forgive my father, Gerald. He is a tough negotiator.
Yes, I think he's beginning to realize that.
Well, I don't want to interrupt your business. Good luck, Gerald.
Don't let her go. Make her remember you. Make her remember the love you shared.
He's beaten death all of his life, Sarah. Why did he die on that mountain? I don't know. I guess we just have to believe that God had other work for him. And that his time here on life was just over. We didn't even have a chance to say goodbye. We didn't have a chance to tell him how much we loved him. He knew how much we loved him. And we knew how much he loved us. And that's something we're going to always have to hold on to. That's not enough. I need him, Sarah. I feel so alone. So empty.
You don't have to cry. I'm not dead. I won't give up. I'll find a way out for everybody. You'll meet your real mother, Meg. You'll grow to love her.
Rafe.
Honey, I am sorry.
Listen, I don't want to apologize anymore. I just want to work this out, okay?
You want to work it out now or in the morning?
Now.
Good. You first.
Okay, listen. I sing. I sing to make people happy, to entertain them. I know that you don't think that my job is as important as your job, but it's really important to me. I don't try to turn men on. All I try to do is sing a song the best way that I know how.
I know. I was way out of line with what I said. I'm so sorry. I know you express yourself through your work just like I do.
Thank you.
I also know that our main responsibility is Sammi, so no matter how important our jobs are, she comes first.
I agree.
Now, the trouble is, how do we balance all those things?
It's not that difficult. Sweetheart, you don't have to work 20 hours out of the day. You wouldn't be negligent in your duties if you only worked 15 or even 12.
That depends on the case.
No, it depends on you. You have to be willing to say, listen, I put in my 12 hours, and now I have to go pick up my daughter or cover for me. My family needs me.
Now, what about a situation like tonight where neither one of us can stay with Sammi?
Well, I'd be willing to call up Rob, say there was an emergency and I couldn't make the show. But I can't do that all the time or else I'll lose my job.
I know, but there's one thing we could do, and that's interview some more sitters in case we get into this situation again.
That's a good idea. Very good. But we have to make sure that we spend more time with Sammi than they do.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Oh, that's great. Oh, no.
That's Herb.
Okay. Hello. Oh, Rob, hi. Yeah, everything's fine. We've been talking, and yeah, it's gonna be fine. Listen, I'm sorry. I owe you 2 shows for leaving early tonight. I'll see you tomorrow, though, for sure. Thanks again. Bye.
Checking up on me?
Yes. Also came to tell you about the damage.
I don't want to hear it if it's bad news.
The seismic activity is decreasing, actually.
Terrific for now.
There was some damage to some of the bed chambers on the south side of the city, also to the kitchen.
What about the Great Hall?
Nothing of any consequence. Vicky's still sleeping and the cavern entrance is intact.
I wonder if Roger made it. Or if he drowned.
Gabrielle, don't talk that way.
Michael, you can keep fantasizing if you want to, but don't include me in it. Don't worry, I'm not going to steal the gold. And I'm not going to escape by myself. I'll even come to your pep rallies if you really like. But don't expect me to be hopeful and cheery. Because if there's one thing I do believe in now, and that is that we are all finished.
I'm going to prove you wrong.
Oh.
Now, why don't you help me with the supplies for the raft, even though you think it's a waste of time, okay?
What have I got to lose?
That's right. Now, you empty one of those boxes so we can carry everything up to the cavern entrance.
Just in case we can get out.
We gotta get out of here before this whole thing explodes.
Honey, I'm telling you, that vibration didn't come from any doomsday device. It came from Clint. He did all this digging upstairs. That's why I gotta contact him. I gotta stop him from coming down here.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna see if there's any kind of wild current going through this thing. Okay, the radio's good. All right, good. We're back in business here.
Honey, what are you doing?
All right, next time I'm gonna pack up this radio. I'm gonna take it over, maybe to the Great Hall, maybe.
Wait. Honey, there's static. We haven't heard static in ages.
Oh, hey, Granddaddy! Boy, is it great to hear your voice!
Oh, thank God. Cord, how are you?
Who was that?
It was Megan saying hello. What happened? Did you cut us off? Or did your transmitter lose power? Over.
We had a loss of power, Asa.
Is everybody all right? Did you feel the blast? Any damage? Anybody injured?
You're blasting up there? Over!
We couldn't get through the rock, Cord. That's all we had to do.
Asa, listen to me. Stop blasting, you understand? No more blasting, no more drilling, no more digging. We can't take it down here.
I'm losing words. Repeat the words. Over.
No, you can't lose them now. I want to talk to my father.
What's happening, We're losing power.
Hold on, let me try. Gord, son, this is Clint. Do you read me? Over.
Clint, stop all rescue activities. Do you read me? Over. Stop all rescue activities, Clint. You're gonna bring the walls down on us. Stop. Clint, are you there? Clint! Cut it! Cut it! Cut it!
Whisk isn't just for ring around the collar.
There's got to be a way we can make contact with this radio.
Leave him alone. Oh, he's doing the best he can.
Any luck?
Nothing but static. Beginning to believe that their transmitter blew.
Oh, no!
Now, listen, before you stop drilling there, did you have any luck at all?
Some, but not enough. There's still a lot of rock between us and them.
Well, if we can't drill and we can't blast, then how are we going to reach them?
I don't know.
No, well, can we drill by hand?
Oh, we can dig all the dirt we want. Once we hit the rocks, we're through.
Well, if we could contact them one more time, maybe we could talk to Roger or Michael. Somebody could tell us something.
That radio right there is our only hope.
Oh, and we were so close.
Yes, Megan, very close. And yet so damn far away.
Well, there's got to be a way to get them out of there. My wife and my son cannot die down there. I won't let it happen. I will not let it happen.
He didn't hear us, did he?
No, honey.
He's just gonna keep drilling, isn't
He heard us, I'm sure of it.
he? No, he didn't. You're just saying that to me.
Honey, I'm not. Listen to me. Even if he didn't hear the last thing I said, I'm sure he heard some of it. He knows enough to stop digging. That's the main thing. But we got to take the radio with us. We got to keep going.
Honey, what are you doing? Don't touch that.
I got to unhook it from the control panel. Step back.
Honey, no. What's going to
Look out. Look out. Come on. Girl, let's just get the hell out of here. Go.
man. You gotta get out of here.
You can't die in here with him. You can't let him win.
Oh, dear God, please help me.
Give me the strength to save Vicky. Let me take her to her daughter.